Pressure is one of those traits, when used correctly, can turn any D-class player into an A-class player in any fighting game. However, not every single fighting game is linear in a specific way. Every fighting game differs in how exactly you're supposed to pressure an opponent, and Jump Force, as a fighting game, is no exception. So today we will be going over the best ways to pressure your opponent in Jump Force. Hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be getting a lot more dubs on Ranked. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Let's go!
Now I'm gonna go over two main ways majority of players use to pressure their opponent. That doesn't mean you're only limited to two ways of pressuring in this game, however. There's plenty of ways to pressure an opponent in Jump Force. These are just the two best, least risky ways of doing it. With that being said, let's get started. So despite Jump Force being a high, kind of fast-paced fighting game, a lot of players like to sit and wait for the opponent to come to them. To which case, set player then punishes the person coming to them with one of their abilities. For example, those Killua players that constantly use Lightning Palm as soon as you chase at them. You might think that that's pressuring your opponent into doing what you want, but it really isn't. I'm letting you know right now, the players that are contingent on doing that, it's not going to work in higher level play. It's not going to work against higher level players. Abilities are good as assets to use to put pressure on to the opponent. However, they're not solely used to apply pressure. So constantly just spamming them out is eventually just going to waste meter. Your opponent's going to eventually see it coming maybe after the 5th time if they're that bad, and they're going to punish you for it. So alternatively, the best ways for you to pressure your opponent is through switching and supports. Now here's the thing, you'll only always see me using switches as a means for me to apply my pressure. This is because switches not only take the opponent by surprise, but unlike other fighting games, it acts as a chase so you can get closer to your opponent. And the closer you are, the more your opponent has to be cautious of their surroundings. And that's the beauty of switching, as there's a psychological aspect to it. On one side, you have a player that doesn't know that you're switching and you can take them by surprise. On the other hand, you have a player that knows that you're going to be switching on them, so they block, but at the same time, they're helpless because you're still putting pressure on them even though they're blocking. And while they're blocking, you can still put pressure on them, whether that be a command grab, a regular grab, maybe a guard break. But say you take them by surprise and you're able to start a combo string. If the opponent tries to stamina cancel out of that, you can super chase and keep on the pressure. If you guys don't know how to super chase, I'm going to link the chase tutorial that we've already done already on the channel, so make sure you guys go ahead and check it out. However, even if you don't want to super chase, you still have that option of switching. It's just a little bit slower than the super chase. But if you don't have any stamina to super chase with, this is definitely the best option to keep on that pressure if the opponent escapes. It's very useful, so keep that in mind. Okay, now on to the second pressure option you have in this game, supports. Now, like I said, I rarely use supports when I'm playing Jump Force. This is because it leaves you extremely vulnerable to attacks that otherwise wouldn't hit you. For example, if you use your support while I'm using one of my ultimates or one of my abilities, the attack will go through on the support character and you will take damage, even if you're nowhere near your support character. So obviously there's a risk involved constantly using supports, which is why I choose not to use them a whole lot. But of course, they do give you amazing pressure options. My boy Smokey Sama, shout out to him, his link will be in the description, is a complete master at pressuring while using the support. As you can see here, I'm going at him, but I'm forced to block because he's using his support. And with that, he's able to put extended pressure on me with his main character as I'm shielding. Think of it almost as brute force pressure. On one hand, when it comes to switching, you're taking the opponent by surprise and you're playing mind games with them. On the other hand, here, you're strong holding the opponent to only have one option, which is blocking. Once again, while they're blocking, trying to repel your pressure, you can go for a grab, you can go for a command grab, you can go for an ultimate, even a guard break. So once again, you have plenty of options as to what you want to do while you're putting on the pressure. As you can see here, both methods are very good at pressuring and keeping the opponent at bay. Now, it just comes down to your playstyle to choose which one you want. Thank you guys so much for watching this video once again. I hope this really helps you guys get on the offensive when you're playing Jump Force, because trust me, it's more fun that way. If this video helped you out a lot, make sure you leave a like on the video, because that helps me out a lot. Let's aim for another 100+ like video, guys. If you guys are new, make sure you guys sub to the channel, kick that notification bell for all kinds of Jump Force videos just like this. Some more tutorials, online gameplay videos with your favorite characters, some more live streams. So make sure you guys kick that notification bell so you do not miss all that amazing content dropping soon. With all that being said, thank you guys so much for coming through, and I'm gonna see you guys in the next one. Peace.